Have you ever felt like your mind is a prison? A transparent cage where you can see the world clearly, yet feel completely detached from it? Do you spend your nights locked in a relentless battle with thoughts that refuse to quiet down? Thoughts about a past you can't change, or a future you have no guarantee of securing? If you recognize this struggle, you're not alone. This is the curse of the modern age, the overcrowded mind. But what if I told you the true key to peace isn't stopping the thoughts, but engaging your focus in one single place? In this deeply inspiring tale, we uncover a simple exercise that has the power to free you from the cycle of worry forever. Stay with us until the very end, because the true wisdom lies not in knowing the secret, but in understanding how to apply it. In a small village embraced by high mountains, lived a young man named Marco. Marco wasn't afflicted by poverty or loneliness, but by the most pervasive modern ailment, overthinking. His mind was a perpetual marketplace, overflowing with debates about yesterday's mistakes and tomorrow's decisions. This mental clutter robbed him of sleep and banished any genuine smile from his face. Marco felt like a ghost in his own body, watching life slip away while he battled internal demons. Then he heard whispers of a sage. Not a magician, but a renowned philosopher who had retired to a quiet hermitage among the hills. Driven by a desperate last hope, Marco embarked on a long, arduous journey. He reasoned, perhaps this wise man who found peace for himself holds the very key to my freedom. After many tiring days, Marco arrived at the sage's humble dwelling. He found the old man sitting quietly on his porch, eyes closed, radiating a profound, unshakable serenity. Marco approached with reverence and whispered, "Grandfather, my mind is uncontrollably restless. My anxiety won't leave me. I seek peace in my heart. Can you guide me?" The sage slowly opened his eyes, offering a gentle smile capable of calming the most troubled soul. He spoke with deep composure. "Ah, you seek peace. Come with me, I will give you a very small task." The sage led Marco to a small courtyard. He took a transparent glass and filled it completely to the brim. The slightest tremble would cause the water to spill. Handing the glass to Marco, the sage instructed, "Your task is simple. Walk from here to the edge of the village and return. But there is one non-negotiable condition. You must not spill a single drop." Marco was baffled by the strange request, but his yearning for peace was paramount. He gripped the glass firmly, beginning his journey of maximum concentration. Marco stepped onto the path. It was narrow and bustling with life, the shouting of merchants, the clamor of the crowd, the barking of dogs. Life itself conspired to distract him. Yet Marco's eyes, his mind, and his spirit were focused entirely on that small, fragile sheet of water. The task was simple, but demanded absolute presence. He saw none of the scenic beauty. He heard none of the commotion. He cared nothing for yesterday's worries or tomorrow's fears. In those moments, there was only the now ... and the glass. Step by step, his walk was an act of victory against internal chaos. This level of focus, this complete immersion in the present, gave him a power he had never known. Finally, Marco returned. He stood before the sage, stating with exhausted pride, "Grandfather, I did it. I did not spill a single drop." The sage smiled and gently asked, "That's excellent, my son. But tell me, did you see the children playing happily? Did you hear the songs or notice the fragrance of the blooming flowers?" Marco replied in shock, "No, I noticed nothing. My entire being was focused solely on the water in the glass." Here, the light of wisdom broke through. The sage looked at him and spoke words you must etch into your memory. "That is the secret, my child. The secret that was always within you when your mind was actively engaged in the task of protecting that glass. It had no space for past anxieties or future fears. It was too busy being in the now to be anything but perfectly quiet." Marco finally understood. The glass wasn't a challenge for his hand. It was a challenge for his attention. The glass represents the vital tasks of your life, your work, your family, your health, or any duty demanding your full presence. Worry thrives in the gap you leave between what needs to be done and what you are actually doing. When you focus on doing what is directly in front of you with absolute presence, the ghost of anxiety simply vanishes. Lesson 1. Peace is not the absence of thought, but the result of meaningful focus. We cannot stop thoughts, but we can assign our mind a worthy task, the task of the present moment. Lesson 2. The key to power is unity of focus. When you scatter your attention across 100 different things, your energy drains. When you direct it toward a single vital objective, you become unstoppable. The final conclusion: do not wait for peace. Forge it with your presence. Peace is the byproduct of action, not a gift. Create your glass every morning, fill it with your most essential task, and commit your entire consciousness to protecting it. In doing so, you'll find the serenity you've always sought. Are you ready to empty your mind? Start now. Choose one task that demands your absolute focus and enter the state of the full glass. If this story brought you a whisper of wisdom that changed your perspective, please share it with one person you know is struggling with anxiety. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more transformative stories that illuminate life's path. Thank you for your full attention, and until we meet again, live the moment, live the peace.